Welcome to Morning Love, your daily dose of love, hope, and encouragement from here at Buckwheat Farms Magic Emporium and Ballroom. We're glad you're here with us today. Thank you to all the viewers. We've gone over 1,200 views and clicking. So make sure you share the love with others so they can enjoy it as well. Today we're talking about the moon. Moon is waxing. That means it's increasing in power and draw. The moon, again, we talked about the moon's effects in yesterday's content. The moon has an effect on us mentally, emotionally, physically. It also affects planting. In this time where we're looking at, from an emotional standpoint, it's a good time for starting anew, great accomplishments, creativity, those kind of things happening. But from the natural standpoint, and nature pretty much mirrors what's going on, it's also a time of planting certain types of seed, and it's also a time, interesting enough, for pruning and cutting to get growth. So if you're looking for areas to grow in, it may be time to kind of cut some areas, some pruning in your life. And again, can't tell you what it is. That's up to you to determine. I'm just giving you some kind of like a framework to build on with this. But the three specific things that at this time, well, there's actually four, cucumbers being one, and I didn't want to figure out the nature of cucumbers in this, but the other three are pretty easy to figure out. Annuals. It's good to plant above ground annuals. This represents your short-term views, your short-term goals, your short-term desires. They are short-term, of course, annuals. And they also above ground, so they're showing there's something significant, and we need these short-term goals to as stepping stones to our long-term goals, which is the second part of it. Cereals. Cereals speak to abundance and storage and those kind of things. That very idea of cereals and grains speak to a long-term plan. So your long-term goals are time. Those are good seeds to be sowing at this time. And then the herbs. Herbs do three things, kind of. They add flavor to our lives. So whatever you're doing, add flavor, add creativity, add beauty to your life. Ask for beauty to come into your life and express itself through you. They also bring healing herbs. Just yesterday, yesterday morning, I cut down a crepe myrtle that on one side of the house that's been really too shady, a shady area. Nothing grows there except garbage plants, and I'm going to make it an herb garden, a medicinal herb garden, because herbs are for healing. So in this time, it's a good time to sow into your healing, whether it's natural healing. You want to or start looking at just tuning in to your body's feelings, and we'll talk more about that at the end of today's content. But they're also for expanding your consciousness. There are herbal uses for expanding your consciousness. Even an herb as simple as catnip can be used to expand your consciousness. And however you feel about that is up to you, but I'm just telling you that everything that is created on this earth, we created for our benefit in some way. In fact, let me tell you a little story here. I'll get sidetracked, but it's okay. The rabbis talk about, tell a story of David when Saul, if you're not familiar with it, it was prophesied that David would replace Saul as king of Israel. Saul didn't like it, and Saul was trying to track David down and kill him. David found himself in a cave, or hiding in a cave, and when he was in the cave, it was filled with spiders and all, but he was scared. So he said, God, why did you create these nasty spiders? Well, David was tired, fell asleep, and during the night, Saul came by and his men came by to look, and they were searching in every cave. Well, they came to the cave where David was, and a spider had built a web across the entrance to the cave, and they thought, surely no one's entered this cave. So the next morning, David wakes up, sees the spider web, realizes what happens, and understands. See, everything is created for our benefit. So no matter what happens in this time, make sure that you're sowing the proper seeds. Now I want to share with you, stay tuned for some more content coming out about our plans moving forward with Buckwheat Farms, Magic Emporium and Ballroom. We've had, we've been brainstorming and meditating and studying and trying to figure out where exactly we wanted to take this venture, this project, this entity, and we're coming to some concrete defining things. And stay tuned. It's real exciting. I don't want to give you a partial view right now. I want to paint a pretty picture for you, and I'll be presenting it in the next a few days. So be watchful. In the meantime, guard the seeds that you sow. Your thoughts, your words, your actions, everything you do in this time are seeds that are being sown for a harvest. Make sure the harvest is what you want. Namaste.